One of the things I know as coaches that we're always wanting for our clients is what I think of as, I use this term a lot, but the sweet spot, right? Where they're really bringing their very best selves forward and doing something. It's that deepen the learning, forward the action piece from the coactive training model. So what I found is often people have, it's a lot of saboteur kind of gets in there and gums up the works of bringing those two things together. And people tend to think, oh, you know, there's the thing that I'm really good at. It's not like my happiest joy, but it seems to be the thing that people want from me. And so therefore that's what I'll do. And that's how I'll make my money. And that's okay, because you get this, it's like we kind of dumb down our very, very best and have some thought that it's not what the world is wanting from us. It could be messages we get in childhood. I think that's often the case about that most brilliant part of us gets criticized in some way, like it's too much or it's too odd. But in adulthood, it's a completely different story, right? Actually, your very best, that which makes you happy and fulfilled, is what will have the greatest impact on other people in your world, family, friends, clients. So I've created this exercise I call a genius wheelhouse, because it brings together you at your genius level, which is that those things that like are the highest of you, strengths, values, you know, kind of ways of doing things, ways of thinking. I have all these in my genius wheelhouse exercise. I have assessments. I have a piece where you reach out to other people and find out what they think of you and your value. You put that all together. So you find your genius, and then you find, so the wheelhouse, your wheelhouse is where you succeed easiest. How does that sound? Not what's hard, or where so often we're looking like, oh, so-and-so, this is where comparisons are just deadly. We look to other people and we see how they're succeeding. This is looking for your wheelhouse. Where do you succeed? What are the things that you're doing every single time you succeed? There's an inquiry for you. Take that one. So when you put those two things together, okay, here's me at my best and happiest and the things that just like, I can't just love to be and do. And then here's where I always succeed. I did not make this whole concept up. Believe me, one of my way showers was Julia Cameron. And she has a book that's called Vein of Gold that really brought this home to me for the first time when I read it like 20 years ago. That we all have in us a way of being in the world that is what works every time. And yet, it doesn't mean we don't need to grow it and practice and stretch and get out of our comfort zone, but it's actually doing the thing that makes you happy, right? That's going to bring this all together for you. So especially when you're looking at growing and evolving your coaching business, your genius wheelhouse is the way to go. Okay, I dropped the exercise. There's a link to it in the message today, and in the message I write more about it. So I want to hear what your genius wheelhouse is and what you know about it, because I know you guys are all brilliant. So please let me know.